Alright, Kiwami 2 is a pretty alright game. I mean, it's a solid B tier in my opinion. It doesn't touch Peak, aka Yakuza 4, but you know, it's pretty good. So how about we just talk about some ways you can make the game better? Maybe touch. So anyways, the first mod is honestly the biggest mod here, and like, you could honestly just watch this part of the video and pack it up and leave. When Kiwami 2 came out, everyone was asking the same question. I mean, where's the styles? Where'd they go? Where are the styles? I mean, think about it. Every game after Zero, basically 2 games, had styles. I mean, like switchable styles. So you know, it's pretty weird that they just scrapped it and decided to keep the dragon style for the whole game. So somebody actually made a mod that just adds all the styles from Zero back into the game. That being the Brawler style, Rush style, and Beast style, and also the Thug style, Breaker style, and Slugger style. That's right. You can actually play as Majima. I mean, you can already play as in Majima Saga, but you actually get all the styles. And if you mess around with the files, you can actually play as Majima for the entire campaign. And they pretty much play identical to how they did in Zero. Although since they weren't, you know, planned and all that, like you pretty much get all the upgrades at the start, so it's pretty broken. Like it kind of snaps the game in half. I mean, this game is really easy already, like piss easy. Like I literally died like 2 times, and I was kind of messing around those times. That's mostly because of the way the healing system works here, the items. Like it's hilariously broken how many things you can just store in Kiryu's pocket. But yeah, so that's the first mod. But if you're gonna get like the styles mod, like I'd suggest getting this other mod. Yeah, this just increases the difficulty, and that is the Kiryu Must Die mod. It pretty much makes the game like really hard, but it's kind of weird because it just makes HP of every boss just infinite, just an infinite pool of HP. But I mean, if you have the styles and all that in the beast mode, pretty good. And next mod is just the, like if you play the Kiwami, you really notice that there's a like horrid puke green filter in Kamurocho. So that pretty much just deletes that from the game. I mean, here's some footage showing it off. Look how much better it looks. And this is kind of a weird thing because a lot of Dragon Engine games just have a problem with lighting. Judgment also has that problem where it just looks orange. Alright, let's talk about combat now. The combat of Kiwami 2 is honestly just serviceable. It doesn't hit the highs of the original Kiwami or Zero, but it doesn't drag on like the fights in 3. However, there's one combat element in this game which just hinders it, and it's this stupid thing. The really annoying hit bounce that just happens whenever you're hitting an enemy who's blocking. So thankfully this mod just removes that from the game and honestly makes it so much better. So I'd say it's one of the must-haves. Alright, the next few mods are really miscellaneous and you could just kind of take it or leave it. So first off is the classic OST. It just replaces the entire soundtrack with the PS2 like variant, and that's pretty much it. And it's honestly a crime that some of these weren't in the game originally, because some of these are absolute bangers. I mean, just listen to this. I mean, come on. Alright, for the next part, I'm just gonna go through like lightning round, like a bunch of mods that you should get that are pretty good, that are just little miscellaneous things I've mentioned before. So yeah. So first up, we have like some texture mod that just improves the textures in Kamurocho and Soenbori. Next up is just like minigame fixes. So like, you know, originally like all the minigames are 30 FPS, so this just fixes that. And another thing, it just makes the karaoke binds look more like they did in the old games. And higher resolution assets, 4K font. And yeah, like mentioned before, this will all be in the description, so make sure to check that out. Okay, but none of these mods even touch this one. Like, I know how before I said the Style Switch mod is the best one, but no, I take it all back. This one actually lets you skip the intro at the start. So yeah, instantly, S tier mod. That just loads the game immediately into the title screen, so S tier. And honestly, that's probably about it. Like, just these mods honestly make the game from a solid B tier in my opinion to an A. Still doesn't touch 4, but you know, pretty good enough.